Thank you all for being here. I come from a long line of Douglas residents, with my family having lived since in the area, probably since the late 1890s, early 1900s. My deep roots are in Purteville, where my grandfather, Mike Gomez, who was known as the mayor of Purteville, ran Gomez Grocery. My father, Dr. Mike Gomez, also greatly contributed to our town as both a school board member, city council member, and a mayor of Douglas. I studied international service at American University, where I gained valuable experience working on the Hill for 3 congressional offices. I served as the Armed Services Legislative Aide to the late Patricia Schroeder and helped to write the Military Family Act of 1985, which established an Office on Military Family Policy in the Pentagon, which was not there before then, and assigned a 4-star general to oversee that office. We provided relocation services, childcare, dental insurance, just to name a few. After a decade working in DC, I moved to New York City and took on various roles in trade associations, not-for-profits, Wall Street, and even owned a small business with my ex-husband. While raising my 2 sons, I became an advocate for smaller class sizes, leading me to serve on the school board in New York City and to join the Hispanic Federation as director of New Yorkers for Smaller Class Sizes. In 2007, I returned to Douglas and worked at Southeast Arizona Medical Center. I was in charge, I had various roles. One was community outreach, marketing. I was the lobbyist for, at the Arizona Hospital Association for rural hospitals, and fought extremely hard to keep Douglas Hospital, which was called Southeast Arizona Medical Center, a 105-year-old hospital, from closing. One of the reasons I wanted to run was I later realized how much a role the Board of Supervisors had. We never saw our supervisor at any of our meetings. I recently stepped down. Well, I also was president of the Douglas Rotary Club, started the Chamber of Commerce, and organized a local farmers market. Recently, I stepped down from a company I co-founded with my sons, Know Your Vote Initiative, to run for supervisor. Know Your Vote Initiative is an organization to encourage people to vote down the ballot for such important positions as school board, Board of Supervisors, mayor, and city council. I'm running for office because I love Cochise County and I want to give back. Traveling to Croatia with my ex-husband and seeing the effects of communism opened my eyes to the value of our freedoms. My work with the Armed Services Committee took me to Fulda, Germany, where I saw the crosses on the wall for those who died fleeing to the West. With the challenges we face today, it's my turn to make a difference, and that's why I decided to run for office. So let me talk about a few county issues I'm very passionate about. Water. Mark Twain once said, "Whiskey is for drinking and water is for fighting." We need to ensure that small landowners aren't unfairly penalized, while large out-of-state agricultural companies with more resources continue business as usual. One of the things I don't hear anyone talking about is Agua Prieta. Agua Prieta's population pretty much is all of what is in Cochise County. Douglas has a treaty with a small town in Mexico where we give them our treated water. So when people say, well, that's a foreign country, we can't really talk to them about conservation, that's not acceptable. Agua Prieta shares the same water as we do. They draw from the same water basin. There are a lot of conservation people over there. We need to start talking to them. I go over there a lot. Most of the streets are dirt. Guess what they do? They water the streets down to stop the dust pollution from getting that bad.